Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. Well, welcome everybody to the GW3 Lunch and Soar. I'm Renee Noor. I'm the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors, as well as the GW3 Club. And for those who are on the Clubhouse, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for today's program. If you haven't already tuned in, I know one of the moderators will add the link because we are officially live. Can everybody in the Clubhouse go ahead and flash your mics? Flash your mics, guys. Today is a powerful day. It's all about gratitude. And you know, gratitude for how gratitude has just even woke us up this morning, guys. You know, we have so much to be thankful for. Each and every last one of us, we were able to wake up. And as we're going to continue on sharing those stories, oh my goodness, I'm just loving this energy. And I like to say great morning, great afternoon, and even great evening for some. But I want to recognize we got Nancy Cooper all the way. She's one of our newest members right here on the Clubhouse. We can see her party hat. I also want to say great afternoon to Frank, alongside with Kaz Maria. We got Rose in the house. We also have coaches. We have Miss V all the way from the West Coast. Mr. Bobby, he's here with us. Malika Starr, oh my goodness, one of our amazing prayer warrior. We have Yolanda alongside with Miss Janet Alvarado, Glenda, Cheryl. Oh my goodness, Miss Blessing, and truly, she is a blessing indeed. We have Kiana. Oh my goodness, just so many inspirational people that's joining us right there in the Clubhouse. So if you're watching us, and if you're not watching us, there's a link up at the top, guys. Make sure you go to the link. I think they need to switch out the link, so therefore it could be the YouTube link, or make sure you can watch us right there on Facebook. Today is a powerful day. That's right. It's Tuesday, and it's all about gratitude. It's all about gratitude. And while you're preparing to see us live, I'm going to bring up one of our other warriors that truly knows the true meaning behind gratitude as well. We're going to talk about our gratitude stories. And I want you to also think about your gratitude stories, because we're going to have some interaction as well. We're going to continue on bringing those good energy, that good energy right from the Clubhouse right into your house. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up the amazing woman that's right there in Las Vegas. Not only is she very passionate about families, but she's truly a nurturer, and she knows how to always keep smiling. Oh my goodness, I have so much to learn from her. Without further ado, guys, let's bring up the one and only Miss Janet Alvarado. Flash the mics for Janet.
Hello, everyone. Hello, GW3's in the house. Oh, I am so grateful for today. Yes. Oh my gosh. How are you, Queen Renee?
I'm doing amazing. I am really doing amazing. You know why, Janet? I mean, to say that we're getting ready to prepare for Thanksgiving. I don't know about you, but you know, Thanksgiving is just one of those huge times of the year that really give us a lot to be thankful for, not only for family, but also it give us the opportunity to reflect upon where we've came, you know, what all we had to go through. You know, I remember, Janet, you know, one of the reasons why I'm so grateful, when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. That was a hard time, guys. That was a really hard time. And so many of you all don't know my story, but I traveled from New Orleans in 94, right about 93, 94 to move to Atlanta. So I wasn't living in New Orleans at the time of Hurricane Katrina. And my goodness, there was like two major hurricanes that tore up New Orleans, the city, even though New Orleans is already built up above, I guess it's under sea level. Hurricane Betsy, I wasn't born yet. My mom had to jump out of a window into a boat, and they were, you know, it always never fails. Every time we go live, somebody want to call us, right? They were literally up on a boat. She had to jump out of a window while she was pregnant with my brother. And so my mom always had a fear of water because of that moment. And here it is now, Katrina. And oh my goodness, we couldn't find my dad, Janet, for 5 days. 5 days we could not find my father. And it took my sister and them almost 48 hours just to drive from New Orleans to go to Houston, Texas. So during that time, I had no communication with them either. Talking about a draining moment. But what was the beautiful blessing out of that moment? Not only was my family able to come to Atlanta, they stayed with me in Atlanta. Oh my goodness, that was like such a richful moment for us to have Thanksgiving. I was cooking for the entire family. We brought all of our favorite dishes together. And my goodness, guys, it was like 8 adults with the kids. It was just such a remarkable time. So sometimes we have to go through the tragedy in order for us to find the triumph. Sometimes we have to go through a little bit of a setback in order for us to find a true appreciation for what was going on. And I'll say this also about New Orleans as well as the whole Katrina, because unfortunately there were several lives that were lost, several lives that were lost. But I'm grateful to say that a lot of people were able to find their ways. A lot of people were able to spread their wings. They got out of their comfort zone in order for them to find their true purpose and passion. So I'm so grateful sometimes we have to go through the tragedy. I'm grateful for us having to go through the setbacks because it only really prepares us for a comeback. So Janet, I'm so happy to be here with you, beautiful. And I know how much you love your family. What are your big plans for this Thanksgiving? Please share. And for those who are in the clubhouse, please make sure they tune in and watch us live. We're on YouTube as well as we're right there on Facebook. And for those who are in the clubhouse, please, if you haven't had a chance, go ahead on and put the link up. Thank you so very much, Janet.
Thank you, Renee. Oh my goodness, another year, another reason to be grateful. We have survived this year. We are coming to the holidays, and you know, it could be stressful a little bit, the holiday times for some families, but you know, having a family period is gratitude right there in its own. A lot of people are alone right now, and if you see those people out there alone, reach out to them, let them know that they're not alone. And for us as a family, we are definitely coming together. My daughter loves to cook. She's like you, Renee. She loves being in the kitchen, and I can imagine when you cook for your family on that Thanksgiving after that. After you guys having to come together during those times, wow, it must have been one grateful dinner right there. I can imagine after all of that. So I'm so grateful that my daughter has taken the rings and started creating the holiday seasons and said, I'm going to cook for the family and everybody come over to my house because it was me. She has taken over now as a new mommy and creating her empire, her and her husband. So I'm so proud of her for what she's accomplished in her life. And I'm grateful that we're all coming together as a family and getting together. And wow, so much to be grateful for.
Oh my goodness. You know, the daughters must be doing the same thing. Janae is cooking as well. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so excited. You have no idea. She's like, Mom, I don't want you to cook. I want to do the whole meal. All you could do is just do the greens. That's all you could do, just do the greens. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, cool. No problem with that at all. You know, and I'm a big fan now. I don't really like cooking so much, you know, so she doesn't eat any meat. So guys, we're going to have a turkless. Notice what I said, turkless, chickenless, beefless, hamless, okay, meatless Thanksgiving. unless I decide to do some salmon. I may do salmon or one of the things, but other than that, my daughter, she has truly changed her life in regard to how she eats. And she's such a clean eater. Oh my God. We worked out this morning, guys. That's right. During the prayer room, I was working out with Janae. And usually I like to wake up a little bit earlier, but this morning we just kind of like did it a little bit later on. And what an amazing opportunity for my daughter. I don't know, parents out there, at one point we were the ones that's giving them the guidance. Now they're showing us how to do it, right? And I just sit back and I'm like, I'm loving this. This is just changing my whole life around. And I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful that she's becoming the woman that she wants to become. Okay. And ladies and gents, please get out of your children's way. All we could do is guide them, give them the resources as well as the relationships, but it's up to them to determine what they want to do. Now, if it's something that's out of our morals, that's something totally different, right? Totally different. But if you've raised your kids the right way, go ahead on and flash your mics. If you're a proud parent in the clubhouse, go ahead on and flash your mics. I want to see who are all our proud parents in the clubhouse. I see you, V. Oh my goodness. I see you, Malika. I see you, Miss Cheryl. I see you, Amore. That's right. I see you also, Yolanda. Proud parents, because when we know we pour in all of the right morals into our youth, all we could do is just step back and let them do what they need to do. Because that's what our parents had to do with us as well, right? Our parents had to decide, okay, I cannot go everywhere with you. I can't chase you either. No, we don't want parents to chase our kids, but we definitely want to provide them with a place of an environment that's conducive to learning, that's conducive to higher achieving, and showing them different ways of just pure excellence, right? And with Janae today, let me tell you guys what she did. So she's an artist. For those who don't know, for those who are at the Power to Soar Leadership Conference, you guys were able to see some of her artwork. She's doing her interviews and regarding to showcasing some of her pieces at museums right now. And I was like, whoa. She's like, yes, Mom. I went on and reached out to this company. I saw this particular location. They have crystals and high luxury pieces. And I thought it'd be great for me to do some consignment at this museum. I said, you go, girl. That's right. And I was just so proud of her, because allow your kids to break free. Allow your kids to breathe. At one point, I'm going to be honest, I wanted her to become this international model. I also wanted her to become a golfer. She wanted to play basketball. And I was like, oh, it was killing me inside, Janet. But you know what? I had to step back.
Right.
I had to step back. And that's one of the things I'm grateful for that I did. Because now there's no resentment. She's the woman that she is, and she just turned 23, and I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. So I know you also have that experience with your beautiful children as well, right, Janet?
That's right. I am so proud of who they have become. And as parents, our only duty is to keep them alive. That's what someone said. You kept them alive.
Yes.
You instilled them some values and strength, and it's up to them where they take it. So it was funny, but
I love it.
Gotta get out of our children's way and let them soar.
Yes.
We are always on top of them. How are they going to grow?
Yeah.
I love that, Renee, that you mentioned.
I've seen some cases, and if anybody can relate to me with this one, where parents are living through their children, but they're like living their dreams through their children. Have you experienced that before? It's like, that's not what those kids really want to do. So let them go. My goodness. So I just say it's encourageable to not only to be there to support your kids, but allow your kids to breathe, allow them to make their mistakes, because you made your mistake. I know I made my mistakes, and you know what? I'm grateful for them. I'm so grateful for my failures.
Yes.
I'm grateful for not giving up, but definitely falling hard. Oh my goodness, I've had to fall so hard numerous occasions. Yeah. And I feel as if that has also helped us to find the true character of who we are. If you don't go through stuff, and I say it just like this, if you don't go through stuff, how can you know that you are willing, or how do you know that you can even survive certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
We're warriors. If you're a warrior, go ahead on and put some green hearts up. If you're a warrior, let me hear your war. Woo, 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 woo. We're gonna go through things as a warrior, right? We cannot play it safe, guys. We cannot play it safe and have to realize that's just a part of this journey in life. And I'm so excited about what life has to in store for us. Janet, we're gonna be there with you in January.
Oh, no! Woo, woo!
I can't wait to get. I mean, I'm looking so forward to hugging on you again, meeting Miss V as well as Deborah Vick, all the West Coast girls. We're gonna all get together in January, and we're gonna light up Las Vegas. Are you ready for us to come into town?
I'm ready. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you all. Oh my God.
Yes.
And
Oh my
give you
God.
guys big hugs and do group hugs.
Yes. Do some
Just
group.
that. We're gonna be photography. We're gonna light it up
Yes.
for sure.
For sure. So let's go into the clubhouse, Janet. Let's see who's been like enjoying their gratitude Tuesday today, because that's what it's all about, right? We've been having some incredible rooms since Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we got one more day, Wednesday, and we're literally going to take a break, guys. We're going to take a break for, just give everybody time to really enjoy family on Thursday, and then we'll be right back on Friday, Saturday to kick start everything. But truly, we're going to do that, because I think it's really important for us not only to take time for ourselves, take time for family, but to really hit that reset button and just take the time to reflect. So for those that's in the clubhouse, are you looking forward to spending quality time with your family for Thanksgiving? Or are you looking so forward to just hugging some necks? We have some of our warriors that came into town. Michelle, our very own Coach Michelle Richards, she's in town. My auntie, she's in town. And then I'm just looking forward to just being able to do some new things. I see Mr. Bobby's in the house. How are you doing today, Mr. Bobby? Are you looking forward to your Thanksgiving, Bobby?
Good afternoon, Miss Renee.
Good afternoon, Bobby.
I don't plan on going too far, but I'm gonna go get me a couple plates. I'm gonna keep it small because we still on this 75 hard.
Absolutely. So I'm going to do that too. I'm going to stay in this year. Usually we always travel to go out of this country or somewhere exciting, but we're going to spend quality time right here right here at home in Atlanta. So Bobby, I don't know, you're over there in Indianapolis. You need to connect with Miss Coach Jackie, because you guys aren't that far apart, and you guys need to connect there. And in the chat, why don't we do that, guys? Go ahead on and put in the chat where you are, so maybe you guys can find a way to connect as well. Who else is flashing the mic? What are some of the things that you're grateful for? And what is it that you're going to be doing for this Thanksgiving? Go ahead on and pour into the conversation, please. Someone in the clubhouse, we love to hear your name. Speak loud so everybody can hear us live on YouTube as well as on the YouTube as well as on Facebook. Go ahead, say your name and point to the conversation.
This is Yolanda.
Oh, it's Yolanda!
I am grateful for everything.
Yes.
There's nothing. And like you said, when we go through things, the hoops and the ladders, that's where we build our character. And I'm just grateful right now, standing here and looking around in my house and looking how God has blessed me. It may not be your house, but it's my house. And I'm just grateful that I am in love with God and who he is blessing me on a daily to be a light. And what we are doing for Thanksgiving, well, Grandma and Gigi is not cooking, but Grandma and Gigi and Pop and the family are going to our DMV kickoff spot. Nobody's cooking. We're going to Washington, D.C. at Love B, and that's where we're going to have our dinner. But prior to doing that, we're going to volunteer with So Others May Eat. It's called SOME, and they're all over the United States. And we're going to go there in the morning and pass out plates to the homeless. That's the best part of my Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I've got to do that. And every day, we know is a day of Thanksgiving. We're breathing, grateful, thankful. Back to you. I yield the mic, and thank you for allowing me to share.
Oh my goodness, guys. Let's put some green hearts up for Yolanda. Woo! Oh my goodness, what a powerful share. You know, during this time, it's all about how we can pay it forward. And I love what her family's doing. They're not only paying it forward, but she said, I'm not messing up that kitchen. I am not going to be cooking. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, Janet?
It did. It did. That was amazing. I love it.
Yes, yes, yes. And the quality time, you know, that's so true because when you get away, that allow you to really appreciate when you go back home to a clean house because sometimes you could cook all day for Thanksgiving. You get so exhausted. And then by the time the evening comes, you can't even really enjoy the home. So I love the fact that she's giving herself self-care, self-time, self-care and self-love, and then also showing love to others by feeding the homeless. Now that right there, that's priceless. You know, I had another warrior to give me a phone call and ask about a couple of places as well and where they could donate their time. And for those, you know, who may need a place, you know, the YMCA, they have locations that you can definitely connect with. Also in the Atlanta area, there's so many different homeless shelters, as well as shelters that provide ways to support, you know. So definitely, wherever you may be, you have warriors that's right there in the DMV area. You have Janet Alvarado. If you're looking for a place to donate your time in regard to feeding the homeless, let us know. We'd love to connect you with someone even within our very own hometown. You know, we have V over there on the East Coast. We have all the warriors all around the globe. Even if you're in Africa and you want to do some missionary work there, as well as Haiti, we also have people that can connect you as well. Who else would like to pour into the conversation? We got time for one more share, and we're going to continue on. Please say your name and go right on.
Frank.
Was it Frank? Hey, Frank, how are you doing? Can he hear me?
I'll speak.
Okay.
This is Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. So I just had to hop in here. And, you know, there's so many things that I'm just so grateful for. And I have so much gratitude for my life because, God saved me. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for God, just my relationship with God. You know, just a little bit about me because I don't want to change the conversation in the room. It's all about uplifting and things like that. But, you know, I'm a survivor of domestic violence. And, I've gone through some things, but it was really God that allowed me to get over that. And to just now help other women and children that are in abusive relationships. And that's what I'm going to do. I always provide, and the ways that I do is through helping with cognitive behavioral therapy and neuroplasticity and changing just that mindset. A lot of times when people come into these abusive relationships, you know, they begin to have a lot of self-doubt. They'll develop health issues and things like that. So what I love to do, because I know it's my purpose and my calling now, is to just pour into women and children in how to protect yourself, not to internalize anything, and just the power of self-love, the power of God, and the power of self-care. So thank you just allowing me to share a little bit about myself. Great room.
Oh, Laura, thank you so very much, guys. Go ahead and put some green hearts in the chat as well for Laura. You know, Laura, thank you for your courage. Thank you for even sharing. And, you know, we appreciate you. We appreciate your journey. And I love the fact that you've taken yourself out of the equation to push not only women, but also women and girls forward. So that says a lot about who you are, your character. And I look forward to meeting you one day, Miss Laura, as well. You know, that's really sweet. That's a sweet spot for us, Janet. You already know. You know, with the GW3 Global Club, you know, we are very passionate about strengthening families. But indeed, when it relates to ladies as well as young girls, we have to do so much more for them. Talk about it, Janet, please.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dr. Laura. I mean, Dr. Laura. I don't even know if it's doctor, but I'm calling it out. Thank you, Coach Laura, for being here. I sent you a message in the back chat. We've been connected before, and I haven't seen you in a while. So thank you for being here. And you mentioned about domestic violence, and you had to go through this journey. And we go through these journeys and come out more grateful for it. What we go through, we grow through, right? So everything we go through, our struggles are blessings, in other words. So I too was in a domestic violence relationship with my daughter's father, and me getting out of that was a big blessing. I literally escaped, and it was a blessing. But then going through an aneurysm a year later, something was there just trying to wake me up, or something was happening in my life at that time. It was just a really up and down situation. My daughter saved my life because I was at a point where I was going to take my life. But because of her, and because of the relationship, and because of the aneurysm, it all became a blessing. And I didn't see it at the time, but I saw it after, because of that aneurysm, it ended up changing my life. I discovered meditation and letting go of all the things I was holding on to. Releasing the anger and the hurt and being free from it. It literally felt like I had luggage, like a big weight was just taken off my shoulders, and I was able to breathe. So if you don't know about meditation and going within, I highly recommend it. And don't get me wrong, it was a journey, because I didn't get it at one time. It took repetition, and it took practice to finally get there, but I got there, and I saw my future self, and she was a successful entrepreneur. And who have I become? After that, wow, I created my family. I got married to a beautiful, beautiful man who was searching for me as well. And because I was ready, he found me, and we had a beautiful son, and we just created this beautiful family. We created the American dream, what they tell us, go to school, get a job, get married, raise children, retire. And that's where we're at now. We're at a point where it's time to retire and fulfill the big dream, because we've raised two beautiful children who are now independent and doing and fulfilling their dreams. So it's amazing the journeys we go through and we grow through. Thank you, Renee, for letting me share my gratitude. I'm so grateful for this family, GW3, because you just added to my blessings. Thank you, Renee.
You are so welcome. Oh my goodness, guys. If what you've just been hearing so far, if this just really moved you, go ahead on and put some hearts in the chat. Guys, we are in such a sweet moment in our lives right now. And having that story, Janet, oh my goodness. We talked about going through the tragedy sometimes in order for us to find our triumph. We speak about going through some of those moments that may not be so wonderful in order for us to find our magic. And you've been able to find your magic. You've been glowing, and you've just been lifting us up more and more and more. And so, a couple of things, guys. Overall, it's about the mindset. It's truly about the mindset, and how you keep opening up yourself to receiving, opening up that mind to receiving the greatness of God. And the greatest thing that you could do also, guys, is just constantly keep feeding your mind with the right information. Keep feeding your mind with the right information every day. I'm going to share something with you guys, because with this, we not only make sure that we do the part, but we also are grateful to be able to shine the light on some of our authors for doing the part with us as well. I'm so grateful to have so many of these great books that we have right here. Of course, one of our stars right here is Malika Starr. Malika Starr says, now that I know better. Now that I know better. This is one of the books. It's not only from one of our chairwomen, guys, but please, if you haven't ordered this book right here on Amazon, we highly encourage you to do so, because through our stories, it gives us the opportunity to be able to open up, to be able to find ourselves, to be able to find our blessing and our callings. One of the things about the GW3 Global Club, we truly are readers. That's right. We love reading. And we know reading can help us push past through many tragedies. It really can. Not only can it shift our mindset, but it can help us to propel to more things to come. Vandy Flake, yes, I can. It's the mindset secrets, from inspiring entrepreneurs. Vandy Flake is another one of our chairwomen. Absolutely love her book as well. And we keep feeding our brains with the right information. Get around a community that want to see you thrive, that want to see you win. We all know we have a journey. And sometimes with that journey, we just have to keep on finding that genius within. Michael Zeller. Oh my goodness. Love Michael Zeller. His whole principle is about your natural pathway to impact a fulfillment as well as wealth. Fulfillment and wealth. That means, keeping that cup running over, keeping that cup running over it based upon some of the great things that you're doing, right? Making sure you're aligning yourself with the right individuals that's going to pour into you and keeping yourself full. Because we know once we keep ourselves in that space, we can attract so much more. So we got to push past that tragedy. We got to push past the pain. We got to push past what's been holding us back. And sometimes we just have to get out of our way, guys. We just have to get out of our way. And then let's talk about, we did this whole session with our amazing chairwoman, Miss Zoe Tillman. Wow, shine in the mind. That's right. It's a 21-day journal. We were so proud to not only do this journal, we were able to work out with this journal as well as a community, guys. It's important for us to not only find our way, but make sure you're utilizing the right fuel, the right information to help you. And make sure you keep your mind open. As you keep your mind open to being able to receive information, you keep yourself always alert to change and welcoming change each and every day. So Janet, not only is it so important for us to be in this space, it's important for us to have the right tools, the right ingredients in order for us to be successful. I would love for everybody to go ahead and put some more green hearts out if this information is being valuable to you. Guys, I know for sure everybody's like, oh my God, I've got messages saying, what was the name of those books again? This book here, Now That I Know Better, by the one and only Malika Starr. That's right. Now That I Know Better by the one and only Malika Starr. One of our other greatest books, and she's one of our chairwomen right there in the room. We have Vandy Flake. Yes, I Can. Oh my goodness. This one right here. Yes, I can. And this is for entrepreneurs. How many of you guys are entrepreneurs? Anyone in the room, entrepreneurs? Go ahead and flash your mics. Where are my entrepreneurs at? I'm talking to the entrepreneurs because they have a totally different greed. I see Frank, he's one of our entrepreneurs. Love to hear your voice, Frank. I heard some more mics flashing. Where are my other entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs are cut totally different from business people. Don't get me wrong when I say that, but it's true. We are the ones that wake up. It's not like we wake up where we have our bosses give us a phone call. No, right, Frank? We wake up because we know that's how we're grinding out. And we keep on showing up because it's all about what we're so passionate about doing. Most entrepreneurs jump into a field that they're very passionate about. And not only is it a field that they're passionate about, but when you're able to fuel your passion with your purpose to focus on prosperity, that's a sweet spot. Some of our greatest entrepreneurs today, not only Elon Musk, even though he's one of those controversial ones, he's still a great entrepreneur. We got Mr. Jeff Bezos alongside with Sir Richard Branson, Oprah Winfrey. We have Janet Alvarado. We have Malika Starr. We have Vandy Flake. Oh, we got Renee Noor. That's right, baby. Come on now. Raise up your hands for all the entrepreneurs. Also, we have Miss Yolanda. We have a number of ladies and gents who are entrepreneurs, and that's what it takes to be in this space. So, Frank, we want to know about your journey, Frank. You're an entrepreneur. Talk to us. I'm so happy that you are here with us. Share with us, what does it mean for you to have gratitude for being an entrepreneur, Frank?
Good evening from cold.
Is it cold where you are?
Yeah, it's cold. It's -4.
Oh, -4. Oh.
Yeah, and it feels like -10. But that's all good. That's all good because we need that because we have not many good winters the last few years, so we need some good winters because it's like the insects. They think still that it's spring or. We've got so much going on in the changing of the world. I saw 2 weeks ago. I was cycling, and I saw a mother duck with 13 ducklings in November.
Mm.
They think it's spring because it was then. Hold it, your breath. It was 20 degrees 3 weeks ago.
God. Oh.
So the world is changing because it should be winter, and it's not. Now it's winter. Okay, now it's winter. So this week is a good week. It's winter, but that's what we're not here for. It's I never thought I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm never going to be a speaker, and I never thought that one day I would talk about failures, about that failures can change your life. And God takes you sometimes on a journey you didn't know you needed that journey. And I just shared in a Zoom call with somebody, when I left the Berrima prison in Australia, there was a sign on the door that said, "Let time serve you." And I never, then, 26 years ago, I never thought about that sign. But now, that same prison is a 5-star hotel. They built it, a 5-star hotel, and it's closed. Of course it's closed. But I was in that prison for 4 years and 3 months. And looking back, so many times, when I had a good day, a positive day, I was doing a long sentence, but I always say now it's only 4 years and 3 months. And I was looking at 13 years. So that was a good deal. And I always said, I started my events talk with, I was put innocent in jail. That's not true. That's not true. That's a lie. I was guilty. I was guilty that I came in a situation where 12 juries could decide about me. I was guilty of not living my own life and hiding behind a mask. And in those 4 years and 3 months, time served me. Let time serve you. That sign I will never forget, because that time served me. I needed that time to realize I was not living my own life. I was living a lie, a big lie. And for me to write a book, I wrote a book, Trapped in a Dream, Never Lose Your Drive. And I only wrote it because it's my moral obligation. It's my moral obligation to share with the world that at the end of your life, 80% of the people will say on the question, what would you do differently? They would say, I wish I had lived my own life the way I wanted to live my life. And when I heard that research, that was the case, that 80% people will say on their deathbed, if I only had. That's why I wrote the book. And it was really difficult to write a book because nobody wants to talk about failures. Nobody wants to take wrong decisions, wrong paths he took. Nobody wants to talk about that. And when you have a second chance of life, as I had, you never want to talk about it anymore. But then a guy with no arms and legs, Nick Vujicic, he told me, hey friend, It's your moral obligation. You find your why, you find your purpose. Come on, start sharing it. Because so many people are living in a prison with the door wide open.
Mm.
They don't know how to get out. Because, you know why? Because so many people are not living their best life.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're holding yourself back, that's okay. But by you holding yourself back, you're holding also somebody else back.
Mm.
So start living your own life the way you want to live and be the gift you were always meant to be. Go after it. And please, doubt less, fail much more, and dream even bigger. Because in that prison, I dreamed about one day I would be on the same stage as all the big guns. And guess what? It's going to happen. That's going to happen. And it's not for me, it's for everybody. But you have to make those failures. You have to doubt less, fail more, and then dream even bigger. And that's for all of us. I never thought I'm going to be a public speaker. I never thought I'm going to be a writer, an author. Well, I am today. And I start dreaming even bigger now.
Ooh.
So for all of you. Yeah?
Oh, Frank, you are just dropping the mic right now, Frank. Oh my goodness, you're giving us a master class. Guys, please, everyone put some hearts in the chat for Frank. Not only Frank, you're so passionate. You're compassionate as well. But I love what you say. Don't save the best for the last, but live now and do it with passion and purpose. Passion and purpose. And as you're speaking, you're dead on, Frank. Oh my goodness. You should have been here with us live, Frank. I'm just letting you know right now. You've been here live. Because as you were sharing, a lot of people are totally not living in their gifts.
Wow.
If you currently right now, you want to do something different and you just are not able to figure it out, go ahead on and flash your mics. Flash your mics if you're in a space right now. If you are in a situation that you want to do something different, but you just don't know how to get out of what you're in, flash your mics. If you're living in your purpose and you're living in your passion, put 10, 10, 10s in the chat. We want to know who is speaking to him. You are living in your purpose and your passion. Flash your light. I know Frank, he says, absolutely I am. A lot of people are not living in their passion and they're not living in a purpose either. I see somebody's calling Tyrone, so we can't call Tyrone right now. Can't call him his name. But I see someone else. I see Lori. She said she's living in it. Guys, right now, today, this day, this Tuesday, let's hit the reset button. Let's hit the reset button. I want you to hear our voices. If you are not living in your purpose and in your passion, send us a DM. Let us help you. If you're not living a fulfilled life, if you feel as if you're just running, and don't have any clarity to where you're running to, it's like literally we can have eyes but cannot see.
That's right.
We can have eyes and cannot see where we are going. How many of you guys feel as if you're in this rat race? How many of you guys feel as if you're in this rat? Come on now. Who's running around from paycheck to paycheck? I'm speaking to you as well. Guys, that's not how we're cut out. That's truly not how God had it intended for us. You see, we're supposed to have a life of abundance. And abundance is what we're striving towards. Abundance with excellence. Now, you don't have to be perfect to get there, but abundance with excellence. And that is something, Frank, you have so many gems. Go ahead, Janet, because I know you're like, oh my goodness.
Frank, thank you so much for being here, my friend. Oh my goodness. You said something so powerful that just got to me right here. And that's, people are living in a prison with the doors wide open. I've been going through some things with my family, as in my mother and my mother-in-law and my brothers-in-laws, and they are struggling. And trying to show them the light and show them that who they are, and that they have gifts to share with the world, but they don't see it within themselves. And they're in a prison with the doors wide open, Frank. And I don't know. They got to save themselves, they say. You can't save people. They got to want to be saved. They got to want to save themselves. So that was very powerful. So thank you so much, Frank, for sharing that.
Yes, Frank, we want to definitely do an interview with you, Frank, because
Definitely.
there's so much more that we can pull out of you. I can feel that energy. Where are you based out of, Frank? Because you're over there with that -4 degrees. I don't want to visit you anytime soon, not right now, but I just want to know where you are so I know not to go over to that area around this time of the year.
You probably heard of a place called Amsterdam.
Oh, I visit Amsterdam, Frank.
I'm in Amsterdam.
Okay. Yeah, I actually visited Amsterdam this year. My first time going to Amsterdam, but it was much warmer, much warmer. That was in March when I went over to Amsterdam. Yes.
That's springtime. That's
Yes.
beautiful time.
It was so
It's
beautiful.
springtime.
Exactly. It was. Oh my God. Well, definitely. What time of day is it for you? What time is it there? Is it like 6 hours ahead or is it 7 hours?
Yeah, it's now 7:30
Okay.
in the evening.
Okay, good time. Very good time. Well, guys, truly, I know it's not that late, not yet. Truly, guys, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this GW3 Live segment. We're going to do a deeper dive, and let me share with you why we're going to do a deeper dive here. We're going to get some results because that's what we're about. We're about not only listening and hearing, but we're also about taking the plan of action to get you out of that comfort zone, to get you out of that mediocrity, to get you out of your mess. So you already know the magic is on the other side, but you have to be willing and wanting to go there. Not a lot of people want change, but guys, change is inevitable because it's everywhere. Right now, we don't know what we're getting ready to prepare for coming up 2023. But one thing, what we're not going to do, we're not going to wait for 2023 to get here. We're going to take some steps, strategies. We're going to do the work on ourselves because it's about personal development. And if you're not challenging yourself every day to strive for excellence, you got to really hit that reset button, guys, because that's the true blessing. God wants only the best for you. You got to know that you're worthy of it. You have to want that even more for yourself and also those around you. So, Janet, I'm so grateful that we're on this journey together. I am so loving what we have become, but also I already see our future selves 3 and 4 years down the road. We're going to be the best version of ourselves. And it's because we're putting the work in ourselves right now. Personal development is important. And I'm grateful for this journey. It's about that mindset.
That's right.
So, Janet, some words of closing as we wrap up today's GW3 Lunch and Soar Gratitude Tuesday. And then we're getting right back into the clubhouse and we continue on hearing from those amazing people that's right there with us right now. Take it away. Words of wisdom.
Thank you, Renee, so much. And that is so true. It's all about what we put in our minds. We have to stand guard at the door of our minds. What are you letting in? What are you accepting? Are you affirming powerful thoughts into your mind every day? Are you waking up saying, I am so grateful to be alive, to start a new day, to conquer my day, to change somebody's life for the better, to change my life for the better? Empower yourself. And it starts right here with what you're letting in. Don't start off watching negative news. Start off your day empowered. Affirm you are happy, you are healthy, you are wealthy, and you are strong. Thank you so much for being here today on GW3. And I hope you receive some value for today, because never forget, you're not alone on this journey we call life. Connect with community. Find your community. people are out there want to help. You're not alone. Thank you so much for being here. Woo!
Woo-woo! Oh my goodness. Oh, I love Janet. Oh my goodness, love Janet. You know, I'll share this for words of wisdom, guys. Continue to keep that mind open. You got to keep your mind open. Where we are right now, the journey that we're in, you know, it's not a long journey. It's a temporary one. And because it's a temporary one, we have to make sure that we're staying encouraged, innovative. You want to make sure you stay around the right community that's going to support you in every step of the way. And no, as Janet said, you're not alone, because success is not done alone. Success is done with the right unit of people. Success is also built behind your consistency as well as your discipline and what it is that you truly want. Understand your why. Your why have to be so strong that it's going to move you. Your why can move mountains. Your why can lift up a plane. That's right. Your why can stop a nation and start a nation as well. So stay focused on that, guys. Make sure that you are doing the work for you. Building those personal development is important. And what it is that you're feeding yourself each and every day. Your words do matter. What are the words that you're telling yourself each and every day? I am grateful. I am love. I am in abundance. I am overcoming with joy right now. And I know that I am enough. And you have to keep fueling yourselves with those words each and every day, because this is your season. This is your time, and it's time for you to soar. So we'd like to thank you guys for joining us for this segment here for our Lunch and Soar. We're going to return right back into the clubhouse as we continue on this incredible journey of having gratitude for Tuesdays. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you in the clubhouse. Bye for now.